All right, John McCarty here with Odyssey Test Prep. Today we are talking argumentation, and we're looking at some phrases, some words or phrases that will let us know if a premise is about to be introduced, right? Premises are one element of an argument. And so if you can clock these and you see these words, you know a premise comes right after it. And that'll at least let you know it's not the conclusion, and it'll let you know that it's evidence for something else, and it'll help you to start to break down arguments, knowing what their pieces are. And look, I know it's a little bit clunky at first when you're breaking down arguments. You'll get faster, you'll get smoother, you'll get slicker. So don't think that just because breaking down this argument takes too much time now, that it's not going to be a valuable tool on test day when you have to move fast, right? You will be able to build that skill to move fast while you're doing this. And there will be some shortcuts that you'll start to do. But this is one of the things that you can do to shortcut it is memorize this list of premise indicator words. These are going to lead you directly into a premise. So when you see these words, here comes the premise, right? So these are words like since, because, for the reason that, for example, after all, in that, proven by the fact that, this can be seen from, given that, as indicated by, owing to, due to, may be inferred from. So these are all words or phrases that that tell you that a premise is coming, right? So when you see these, you really want to, I usually highlight them, make a note, underline them, do whatever you can to have them pop out to you, because they're starting to break down what pieces of the argument are falling where. And it may be that you get into a role question, or you get into a main conclusion question, or something else where you need to know very quickly what the role or function of that sentence was. And if you know it's a premise, like right out of the gate, instantaneously in a half a second, save you so much time as you're then cruising through to get to the end of the exam. So if I'll give you an example of this, since I studied, it follows that I will get an A. So since is that keyword. Since I studied, that's the premise. I studied, right? And then the conclusion is I will get an A, right? Now, maybe that's a flawed argument, right? There's a lot of people who study really hard who don't get A. And on the LSAT, a lot of their arguments are flawed. And you could weaken this, you could strengthen this. There's a lot of things you could do to this argument. But the key here is the word since. The word since is telling you I studied is a premise. There's only one other statement, must be the conclusion. All right, memorize this list, get flashcards, write it down. If you need any help with that, definitely reach out to us. We're more than happy to help.